To this explainer. Today, we're embarking on a real cinematic deep dive into the absolute rise of a modern tech empire. We're talking about a story that literally reshaped how humanity communicates. I mean, think about it. An evolution from just, lines of code on a bulky dorm room monitor to a multi-billion-dollar global powerhouse. So, how exactly does a college student build an empire? That's the central mystery we're unraveling today. How does a simple idea, cooked up between classes, scale up to capture the attention of the entire globe? Well, let's take a look at the architecture of this phenomenal growth. Section 1. The boy who coded, from childhood curiosity to prodigy. You see, Mark Zuckerberg wasn't born into some wealthy tech dynasty. This all started with just pure, unfiltered curiosity. While other kids were, just playing video games, Mark was already peeling back the layers to figure out exactly how that software actually worked. His father noticed this intense interest and fully supported him. And this led to his youth, where he didn't just study code, he actually built things. He even created a fully functional messaging system used right inside his father's office. By his teenage years, well, his skills had skyrocketed. He was already known around as an exceptionally talented programmer. He was laying the absolute groundwork for what was coming next. Section 2. The Harvard Catalyst, Finding the Missing Link. Now, Harvard is obviously one of the most prestigious universities in the world, right? But back then, the digital landscape there was pretty barren. Social networking in that era was severely limited, but the demand was absolutely explosive. Students desperately wanted a better way to connect with each other online. It was basically a perfect storm, a massive market gap just waiting for a spark. And Mark saw this gap crystal clear. He started experimenting with different software ideas to tap into that campus desire. He wasn't just sitting around theorizing, he was coding and actually deploying these things. He created side projects that started gaining serious real-world attention on campus. It was building local momentum and proving, without a doubt, that his ideas could genuinely capture people's interest. Section 3. Birth of Facebook, the dorm room launch. 2004. I want you to keep that year in your mind. In 2004, Mark and a few of his friends launched Facebook right from a cramped Harvard dorm room. What started within those 4 brick walls would go on to forever alter digital history. It is basically the ultimate startup genesis story. What began as this highly exclusive, Harvard-only platform, well, it didn't stay localized for long. Because it solved a very genuine, very real problem on campus, its popularity skyrocketed almost overnight. The real tipping point hit when students at surrounding universities started actively demanding access, forcing the platform to expand far beyond its original boundaries. Suddenly, the genie was officially out of the bottle. Section 4. A global empire, scaling the vision. But to truly scale this thing, a monumental leap of faith was required. Mark made the historic and honestly shocking choice to drop out of one of the world's most elite academic institutions. He left Harvard to focus entirely on Facebook, diving headfirst into totally uncharted corporate territory. And man, did that leap pay off. Millions, literally millions of users started flooding onto the platform. When we think about the massive, billion-strong scale we see today, we have to remember that it all started right here, in this specific moment of explosive, exponential growth. The platform aggressively expanded across the entire United States. And with millions of highly engaged users comes incredible power. This naturally started attracting heavy-hitting Silicon Valley investors. This vital influx of serious capital is what transformed a viral, fun website into a rapidly burgeoning corporate empire. Section 5. Building Meta, the future of connection. So to secure its global dominance, the company started initiating these massive industry-shaking acquisitions. They absorbed some of the era's most vital communication tools, first Instagram and then WhatsApp. But these strategic moves weren't just for immediate growth, right? They actually formed the bedrock for their ultimate historic pivot, the massive transformation from Facebook into Meta. Today, they've unequivocally grown into an absolute global technology titan. Pushing way beyond a simple dorm room social network, Meta has aggressively expanded into virtual reality and the active development of future technologies. They aren't just connecting people anymore. They are engineering the very next frontier of human connection itself. And that really brings our narrative full circle, doesn't it?
A student who started with nothing more than a computer and a simple idea became the architect of one of the most influential technology companies in human history. Which leaves us with this final thought. As the story of Meta is quite literally still being written today, what does the future hold for this ever-expanding empire? It's a fascinating question. With their sights set on virtual reality in the absolute future of global connection, the next chapter might actually be even more dramatic than the first. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and remember to keep questioning the technology that connects us all.